Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to All the Mods 9 to the sky. Yep. It's been a couple of days since I've been here. But carpenter bees, yeah, we'll nab you too. But yeah, all my bees in here somehow despawned, gone. So I had to locate some extras. What do we have in here? Sheep, cow, chicken, chicken, sheep, carpenter bee. Okay, two of each, blah, 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 and cool. Do I want to keep this in here also? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just put that there. Let's get a... what's it called again? Campfire. We'll just boink. There we go. So we are lacking 2 honeycombs. Get rid of that. It's a big tree. Is my magnet on? Yes, it is. Cool. More nests, more oak, more this and that. Apples. Cool. I said bees and Botania. That's what I said. Cool. Cool. Bees will sort themselves once that going. We did have some Botania stuff going here, like this little thing. And I was also looking at some other stiff stuff. Yep, got some peeps in here already. Welcome to the stream, my dudes. Let me fix my computer. A bit stressed out, just got off work. That's the wrong thing. There's that. This. Yep. Like so. Where did you go? You're right here in my face. There we go. Click that. Cool. Botania? Oh, here we are. Right, so we've done some stuff. We did the wood and the rock the last time, so we need to make the wrench and this stuff and some spreaders and whatnot. And we gotta choose burning items or water creation. 2 cyan, 2 blue. Let's just do at. Does that even work? No, it doesn't. Shit. Mist essence. Cool. And let's do... while these dudes do stuff, we'll go home to the Rocket Man. And we will wreck out yeah, we'll just do at Botania mist flower. So we'll make a recipe for all of these. Probably never gonna be necessary, except we need, I know we need the brown, I know we need the red. 2 red, 1 brown, something. But we'll make them all. Just so we can have everything on call, as it's called. I have a way with words. Yellow orange. That was the cyan. After the cyan comes the light blue, thank you. Can't fool me. Then we have the blue. Magenta and the pink. Cool, 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 cool. Let's find something at the bottom. And we'll just fill these in here. Up. Cool. So we then said cyan 2. We're just gonna need the 1 actually. And we said the blue. Oh yeah, we had 2. Okay, okay. And we're gonna need some seeds, so let's grab a stack. Do I have my bed here? No, I do not. Weird. Well, we get the sleeping bag. That's close enough. Cool. So we'll go back. So there is that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like the flower is slow, that's fair enough, but the hydrogen gas will decay. That's why we hate it. Strong word, I know, I know. That's why we want to be friends with this thing, the endo flame. 2 brown, 1 red, 1 light gray. Wrong. And I said light gray. So yeah, we'll do that'll be fine. Means I'm gonna need 8 of these, and I'm gonna need 8 of the light gray. Cool. Just, you know, press Q to drop things in. Simple as that. Oops. That was one wrong, so then I'm gonna click with an empty hand to pick out the last one. Okay, that's 8 endo flames, which is nice. They live off coal. They can. We want to plant that as soon as we can. Cool. And this is used with Prue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Prue. And we have a waystone, so we can go primary. Sweet. Then we turn magnet off and we go to bottom floor. That'll be a good spot. And we need storage. We gotta pick that. Don't we have space for apples? Did I not make that? I did not. Alright, alright. Anyway, we'll put that there. Next to the diamante. That goes there. Don't I have any diamante? Yes, I do. 304,000. Cool. We got a room here. Okay, let's apples in here. Oh, then that can wait. Ours. Right. Cool. Cool. Okay. Phone scams. Not in the mood. Sweet. Have I made a mana pool? I have made mana pools. Apparently. I have. Apparently I'm a professional mana pooler. Alright. Now we do want some of these to always produce. So how to best do that? Splitter and spark. This thing. And that's a regular spark. We don't have that yet. Wait. Spark. Any petal. Okay, so we'll do cool. Let's see, we do have create in here. What's it called again? Is it a funnel? Where's the shoot? Frick. Okay, let's try that again. Let's start with this one. Shoot. What did that do? Vertically tuned for meters. Smells correct. Is shoot correct then? I think it is. How do I make a shoot? That gives me 4. Very nice. We need a chest, I suppose. Let's try that. And if I put right. So that's gonna require some wrenching business. Cool. You don't want that to be connected. And if I then put the chute like that, will you spit it out? I might be remembering this wrong. Okay, if we do that, he ate it. Oh, that's breaking it. That's not what we meant to do. Okay, so we ate it. Right click it again, and then he ate that one also. So I'm guessing this is not the product. This is not the product I want. And it's not a smart shoot, I think. Because they kind of need like an inventory, it seems. We don't want that. Not scaffolding either. Is it a funnel? Yes, it's a funnel. And it's a regular andesite funnel, I guess. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, we have kelp. This can be used to make this. We'll make this in the 2s of hundreds. That'll be fine. Yoinks. I call it a funnel. What's the recipe for that? Don't I have a recipe for that? I should have a recipe for that. like this. Nah, never mind, we don't need a recipe for that. Never mind. Don't need it. We're good. Burp. Okay, cool. Let's see, can we make this? This should also work, I think, yes. And then I right click with this, so it pulls out. So if I have, can I grab the chest? These in here, I'll pump them up. So let's see, magnet needs to be off, very important. Okay. Yes. We'll do one more for 9. Okay, let me think. Then we're gonna need this stuff. Mana spreader. So whatever thing we use here, we need to always keep in stock. So if you will use the blue, and we'll recipe that in like this, so the system knows how to make the blue ones. And we can put the blue ones down here, and we can put that up here. Cool. So for mana spreaders, we'll start with 3. And is that no? We need the wand. Cool. So we have this. Let's go chests again. Let's grab 2 more. Funnels, we need 1 more. And of course, put that there. Put that there. And we need this wrench to turn them around. And it'll be fine. Let's add one random block before we put down our mana spreaders. Cool. And then we'll have these bad boys. We can have more around here, but we'll start with 3, 3, 3. And you see this is in bind mode, so we'll shift right click and put these to that, these 3 to this bad boy. That one goes up there, like so. This spreader goes to this. This one also goes to that. And same with this to that. And then, well, we'll put that away. Put this away for a little bit. Sure, sure, sure. And we will have coal, blocks of coal. Let's fill. We'll start slow, I guess. I picked up one. So that'll make us some mana automatically. Automagically. Yes. Very fine. What the hell? Cool. This is always going to be loaded, so that's going to run for until we run out of coal. Cool. That's an optional. So I'm gonna need some tablets. We'll start with just the one, I suppose. We need a band of mana. Right, we're gonna need more tablets. Cool. The greater band of mana is gonna require Terra Steel. Let's add these. Terra Steel is done. Agglomeration. Cool. Not too rough, but we gotta make this stuff. Which, again, as I was saying, is not too rough. So we'll go back to Botania. We're gonna need 5 of these. Let's put that away. We're gonna need 4 lapis. Then we need to go back to Botania and tear something, this bad boy. Alright. Shit. Forgot. We need to get into runes for that. I dislike runes. Water, earth, air, fire, mana. Runic altar. You know what? Let's grab some extra sparks. What did it say about sparks? Okay, so if I do... Can I have one more? I can. That's 4. Can I have one more? I can. That's 5. So if I do this and this, no. If I do this, it's just added to the recipe thing. Strange. But it's gonna work for the plate, which will put, might as well select a space for it, so we'll do, this will be fine. Alright, that's, I forgot. I haven't finished my island here yet, but this will be fine. Okay, so then we'll just use we'll get another spreader. You should snag from both of these, I think. Okay, let's start with water. That's mana powder. So we'll use gunpowder. This is as many as we want. Oh, that's everything. Okay. Oh well. So we have that. Cool. We're gonna need a fishing rod. We'll do 4. And we have bone meal and sugar cane. So shug. Let's just do that. We'll need 4. We're gonna need 4 of that. And 4 mana steel. And we're gonna need some living rock. And while we are doing living rock, we're gonna grab some stone, which goes there, and we'll grab the wand. The wand of infinite die, so we can grab some extra. Okay, so then we do that. Oh yeah, we have an indicator to the right of the little red X here. Sweet. This one completed, so we'll tap it with a living rock. Put the living rock there, and then we right click our wand. Drop up candy. Oomph. And while we are in the process of doing this, we're always gonna grab some extras. So we're gonna do 8. Some kind of like rituals and recipes consumes the runes, and some do not. It's a bit of a lottery. That was wrong though. It's a little bit of a lottery, which is what. But usually I think the recipe, the thing is if it's a crafting recipe in a crafting grid, it's consumed. Otherwise, it is not. Okay, so I'm too close. Is that it? It's probably something. Felt I heard a pop. And if you hold the one, you can see how much of the pool is filled. So we have a tiny blue dot, so that's basically nothing. All right, 8 runes of that sort. Rune of the earth. Block of coal, stone. Mana, steel, and powder is always there. So let's say we do this. Then we said stone, mushroom, and block of coal. So we're gonna need 4 of these. Mushrooms, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stone. So this, that, and that, and that. Cool. Right, that's true. I forgot. Let's put that away. Right click with an empty hand to do the last recipe. Forgot about that. Living rock. Be smart. Shop as smart. And then we can just right click that. Is this one done? Almost. Log. Botania can be fun to begin with, but in the long run it's quite a grind. It's like a thing you need to do, I think, slowly over a longer period of time, or else it's just gonna be basically like with this feels right now. It's like it's just a pain in the ass. Air. Carpet, feather, string. We need to do more blood magic also, perhaps. Somewhere down the line. Somewhere down the line. No point in waiting for the phantoms. I am Phantom. Alright, we're keeping up. Are you only sucking this pool? Yes, you are. Okay, so we are kind of slowing down then. Well, we hardly notice it, so... Okay, and then we have fire. So same things, water, gunpowder, brick. In brick. Cool. Do your thing. Maybe we should try a restart of the server also. I'll keep these guys moving. Sweet. And empty hand. I always forget that. So it's a good thing to remember. Scratching my noggin. We are approaching 45 minutes. Yes. Booyakasha. Cause why not? Bees need a job also. One, two, three, four, 5. And 1 pearl. Pearl is that, okay. Okay, so for now then we can put that away. We need, say we grab 3 sets of ender pearl. That low at mana? Ah, well. So we say 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yes, we did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one of these. All right. Simple enough. It's a good thing we don't have to refill these manually. But we need to cook up some extra flowers. So we're gonna need... We'll start with 6 more, I suppose. That only gives me 1? Damn. I want some extra then. Anyways. Can I find a thing? No. There. Then I can put the spark on that. Okay, so we'll do that, and while these guys charge a bit, so we need 12 of these. Six of that. Light gray. 6 of that. Let's put that up, put that down. Seeds. 6. Cool. Okay, so we will put down to there. Let's make sure these are bound to there. So that should increase the output a squish. Did you forget? He forgot. That's no bueno. Oh. Oh, gotta reload my studio piece thing here just so I can see stuff. Yeah, it's slow as hell. Slow as hell. We just keep going. We're gonna need some more. Lucky we get some good runes. We got a couple, not too shabby. Diamond and some glass also. And then he wants us to make mana steel stuff. Shovel, sword, axe, pickaxe, and hoe plus the armor. That is easy enough. So, hoe, pickaxe, shovel, axe, sword. Let's just make half a bunch. That'll be fine. Can we find that easily down here? Yes. And whenever that pops up, it's like shifts everything over. So we need the leggings. We need the shoes. Pickaxe. Shovel. Axe. Hoe. Sword. Is there one more? No. Let's just click that. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff. Ooh, all the medium. That's cool. We'll take that. Okay, so that's all of that. Mana weave is optional. Alchemy catalyst. Okay, not too hard. Just make a couple of extra. Okay, how many manas is that? A few. Mana glass. Cool. So then we can make Terra Steel. This is done. We just need to use the sparks to get stuff over here. So before we get to that, we're gonna make one last of these. Let's have a quick look. Band of Aura. I think this slowly generates mana. I think we have lots of ring slots, so we'll just put that there. I think that's it. I really don't know though, but I think. Okay, cool. Botanical Brewery, that's optional. Mana lens. Before we do that, glass panes. Let's grab a few. We're gonna need 5. Velocity lens. Potency. Resistance. Efficiency. And bounce. Was it bounce? It was bounce. Bounce requires Rune of Summer. Let's add that. Okay, so before we get to the bounce, we need 4 pieces of Terra Steel. So for that we're gonna need 4 mana steel, 4 diamonds, and 4 pearls. Let's check that again. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4, 4, 4. Always need some extra. Let's do that again. Now the problem is, how are we for black? No, we don't have. Load to no. Beehives can, bees can make them. From the mana bee. Mana bee spawn eggs. Oh, hello. Yeah, but we need this stupid thing again. Now that's just a pure bee spawn egg. Bee spawn egg. We can craft that. And that's not even hard. No, wait. Outputs a bee? Solium spawner. Wait, what? Okay, we can make all kinds of spawn eggs. Okay, that's kind of cool. We want that. We want one of these. It's not even hard, is it? Solium ingot. Sorry. Solium dust. We got a gazillion. Sweet. Okay, let's do that then. We'll go to the Rocket Man a bit. We'll pop in here. Mystical ingots. Let's get that recipe going. It'll be fine. Let's make a couple. Spawn radius something something. So let's just see. So if I put honey essence in here, he'll make a bee or will give me a spawn egg. That made a bee. Not complaining, but that's not as advertised. He says 12 for bee spawn egg. But it doesn't, he gives the thing. I don't want a bee, I want a spawn egg. Okay, that's not as advertised. I'm a bit disappointed right now. That doesn't matter actually, because just put that here, they can do their things. Advanced oak beehive, give me one. I can then just slap that like so, I hope. Or can I also put it on top? Does it have to be below? Doesn't really say. Oh, never mind that. We're being douches. Oh boy, at producing bees, so we have an advanced oak beehive. And there should be a oak expansion box. Cool. Okay, let's start there. Bigger is always better. Back. Okay, so we're gonna wanna yoink. Come out, please. Hello. What the hell? Kid's losing it. Okay, let's try. Should do some things. We need 4. Yes, for the seeds. And then we are golden. Set for Terra Steel. Yeah. These guys drain fast. They might actually despawn before we get it. There's like no progression thing except for these lights that gets bigger and bigger. Not sure if this helps, but we'll pick it up. Na 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 na, baby, pick it up. Oh, yeah. I think. Come on, they are so close. Come out, what have you, ha? Is it almost? It's very close. Don't despawn. Don't despawn. Hooba hubba, hooba hubba, hooba hooba hubba. It's transferring as fast as it can. Might not be fast enough. Can you come out, please? Please. Jesus, this is slow as shit. Can I break it? Well, yes, I can. Okay, so that connects. Cool, okay. Shit. Is that gonna help anything? Well, it should. Holy crapalonis. They despawned. Shit. Ah well. Screw that shit for a bit then. I hate this thing. Let's go to the Rocket Man. Let's get back to at. Protective base. So there is an upgrade base for which we want a recipe. Let's just put that away. This, that, this. And start there. It's an upgrade alpha. This is draconic chunks. We need to go get those. Which one is the... Pokey Pokey. That one we want. Sure. That's alpha. All right, let's see here. Okay. The draconic bee in the end. That's an obsidian nest. So that's an obsidian and a diamond sword to make an obsidian nest. So let's do that. Diamond swords will take 5. Put that in here. And we'll find ourselves some... Can we do this? Obsidians. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And then we're gonna need dragon's breath for days. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll take that with us, I suppose. And we should have... Do you not make a hole for cheesing the wither? Yes, we did. It's right here. Okay, so there is that, and we'll just go the other way. Why not? And 5. Oh, could I not? Oh. Cool. Rocket Man! So we'll have... No, wait. Draconic bee. He needs a dragon egg. Okay, that's simple enough. Cool, 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 cool. Expansion box. Squeeze me. The question is, how do I, you know, control which one they go into? Maybe I don't have to, but... Operating in the end, you don't need any flowering base. Okay, so cool. While operating in a location, we must have another pollination source. We did that. We gave them eggs. So these boys should be cool. They should create for us a bunch of good stuff. Mana pool, slow as fudge. Not sure if this helps anything, but... Ah, well. Important part now is that these guys do their things. We don't need that anymore, I think. Because I can just pick stuff right out of here. So let's grab also some 2 stacks of bottles. So that's in there. All right. Sweet. All right then. So while all of this is, you know, doing its thing, only thing I'm curious about is this. It's like, let's just do this. So at least they are loaded and should do things while I'm online. Yes. Let's go Rocket Man. Okay, so we'll claim these. Let's see, put that away. Let's have a little peek in here, like, what are the stuff we need? Redstone upgrade and collector upgrade. Cool, so that's that. All these are done. That's done. That's done. So ender drawers and framed drawers. Why not? Grab one. Cool. Yeah, that'll be fine. Any frame drawer. Cool. Controller access point. That might be something that we like. Okay, so there's that, NTB&U, okay, got it. Oh yeah, we need to claim stuff. Trash cans, we need an energy trash can. Oh, we got an egg. Wolf, cool. Okay, so that gave us an ultimate trash can. Cool. And we have this stuff down here. Storage scanner and modular storage. More patterns. Got it. Then we need the filter module and tier 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, 4. Check. We need a recipe for the infused diamond. Check. Cool. So, una filtore module. Check. Tier 1. Tier 2. 3. And 4. So, claim all of that as a whole bunch of experience. All right then. So, what are we missing up here? Sophisticated storage controller. This bad boy. Cool. And then he wants the storage tool and a storage link. Can I just craft this? Without making a recipe for it? Yes. Link gives me 3 of these. We'll just trash can that, we'll just trash can that also. Alright, it's done. Anything to collect? No. All of this stuff is optional stuffs. Okay, that's something. Cool. What are we missing for applied energistics then? Networking tool. No reward? Cheaters. MEIO port. Can we just craft that? Almost. Cool. Should be a cell workbench. Easily craftable, overflow, and equal distribution. These will make a recipe for, because we might want them somewhere down the line, maybe. We put them in here, just take this bad boy out, repurpose that. So we said overflow and equal distribution. No, cannot. Can I not store this? Alright, we put it here then. Annoying. So that's that. We can do this. Spatial. IO and pylon. Two-thirds is the one we'd like. Let's do, yeah, let's make these. Just because we might. Never really understood these, but of all the things, give me one of these. Wow. Okay, this cannot be broken down. Okay. How are you doing? Making high covalence dust. You're making me EMC. We really should make something more useful. But we can just take that out and he'll stop. It's gonna be wasted though, but who cares? Okay, that's done. The weapons. Staff, manipulator, and cannon. Staff. Manipulator. That requires an energy cell. And the cannon. And a 4K. Cool. There is that. Am I gonna get sun in my face? Yeah, any minute. Let me fix that. Whoa. Yeah. Welcome to chat, the boys. So we need a 1M storage. 1M. Let's do at mega cells here. Cause the recipe for these can be, okay, we can do that in a reaction chamber actually, which is good. And that's the one with reaction chamber water. Reaction chamber water. Craft for me 400. We need to go to the factory. And we had that over here. Auto export. Processing patterns. He ain't doing nothing. Okay, so he's doing these. Right, probably just gonna take a minute. We'll just let's be chill. And while we are being chill, so that's the 1 mega. Next one will be the 4 mega. And then we'll have the 16 mega. Followed by the 64 mega, yes. To the 256 mega. All right. Cool. Yeah, okay. This one is it's the bottleneck right there, but that's okay. That's okay. So we're laying the foundation, as they say. So that's going to give us all of these. Let's claim this other stuff here. So item 1K ME storage cell. Is that really it? Who wants that? Nobody wants that. And we're again at mega cells, I think. Yes. We need this thing. That's going to require the 1M. We're going to require these and the spatial storage. So there's the reason we made that. So let's say that fits nicely along there. That's that. $1K portable item. Okay, I'm missing one energy cell. Did we get it? We did not. Broke it too soon. Got it. And there is fluid storage. Cool. Okay, did you get stuck on something now? Yes, you did. Need to remove that, of course. So we'll cancel that. So then he'll just pump these in here and then he'll wait. Right? Oh. Yes, it's increasing. Ever so slowly, but it's increasing. Just trying to input water into that, but it can't do that because it's always filled with water. Really should build up our stuff and things also. But hey. Okay, so then we want to try and make the 1M. Vibrant quartz glass. Okay, so that's a recipe. Cool, 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 cool. Nice to know. I'll go right there. So 1M. Cool. Did we not? Mega bulk item storage cell. Mega bulk item storage cell, please. Okay. So next would be the 4 mega. Cool. And then it'll be the 16 mega. Cool. And the 64 mega. No, that's the 4 mega. You working hard? Yes, you are. Cool, 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 cool. Let's have this one finished before we proceed. Some people in chat, welcome. Because the results of these is going to be used in the next thing. Which will be the 256 mega. Yes, yes, 256. We just need the one. But still, we need to craft 8,000 of these bad boys. It's going to take a minute. That's okay. So while we wait, what do we got over here? The ME interface. Did I not hold it long enough again? No. This is sometimes weird. Formation plane and annihilation plane. So that's at AE2 plane. And these we might want to do recipes for. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Capacity card and fuzzy and inverter. In Booyakasha. $256. Is this chapter done? No. Got a bunch of good stuff though. But yeah, I saw it. We're missing some of the stupid things down here. Quartz cutting knife. Alright, we never made a recipe for that, so let's do that. We'll use this stuff. Okay, and we're gonna want what? Right. So we'll take, I guess, an iron ingot. I think we'll find out. Right click that, stick that in there. Okay, so that's done. These are done. Then we need a color applicator. Oh, 4K. Are we then done? No? What am I missing? Oh, here. Energy card. Oh. Energy card. Oh, that's rough. That's a dense one. That's quite rough, yo. We can do it though. Now will you give me the boom? No? Alright, so done. Yes. Done. These are done. That's done. These are done. Those and that. These growth accelerator, eh? That is not done, but there it is. That should be the last one. Yes. Sweet. Got it. Big stretch. And none of this is used for the star. What are we missing on this bad boy? Whole bunch of shits. You know what? We're gonna set this up because we might want to make, you know, small pieces of this. So let's get a recipe for that. Let's get the recipe for the speed upgrade. Get a recipe for the upgrade. We'll make, that's the basic. Gold and that thing. Cool. that. And next we want to make this thing. We'll do that by the hundreds. And we have the improved one. Also by the hundreds. Same. Now all of this goes into our smeltery thing, which is getting quite full. What else? Are we gonna want the construction? Want the destruction? We're gonna want the cable, the machine casing. Can I use regular stone for this? Yes, please. So that's a thing. And then we want to add external storage, importer, exporter, these are seldomly made at the same time, so that is fine. And let's see, I'm gonna need this one. Because why not? We're gonna need regular grid, crafting grid, pattern grid, which is also going to require patterns. Fluid grid's probably going to come into here somewhere. Network receiver, transmitter, you're going to want the constructor, destructor, probably gonna want a disk manipulator, gonna want the crafter, crafter manager, that's a lot, crafting monitor, holy crap, a wireless crafting grid. All right, this is gonna be rough, yo. Oh, we'll do, that's wrong. We'll just fill this in from the bottom. We really don't care, and the impact's not gonna matter much anyway. Only for funsies, we'll put that there. And this one. Probably. Okay, so let's see. There is here a wrench. Can we just... Yes. Cool. That's a simple thing. And there was a security manager. Require security cards, gonna require network cards, so here we go. Cool. Optional, filter optional. So, but we'll have destructor, I have the constructor. Regulator and crafting upgrade. So that's a regulator. The little brown one is crafting. It's a tiny crafting bench. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Shut up. Yes, so regulator, crafting. Cool, and we have is that? No. It's an advanced importer and an advanced exporter. More patterns? Yes, sir. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff. Let's grab the stuff. Okay, ooh, nice. And optional. And we did make a, I was about to say cake for the disk manipulator. Storage housing. Nice. I need to hold a storage housing to prove I've done some stuff. Cool. Okay. 1, 4, 16. Okay, so we'll go in here. $16, $64. Then we go to $64K fluid. 256 fluid. That should be this one. And then finally that one. I need to hold this. No. Really? 256 fluid. There we go. So then we're going to add extra storage, and we have a 256 storage part. This is gonna require some stuff, I think. Not gonna lie. Can we find where we left off? We can. Okay, so I'm gonna want one of these. And one of those for the fluid. Cool. Next will be this. And that. Cool. And the green ones. And lastly will be the blue ones. That's a lot. What did we stop on, I wonder? Processors. Why didn't you just... Sometimes very weird. Redstone should be ignored. Okay, so we'll make one. We'll do one at a time, I guess. That should make this one go cray-cray again on this thing. We can sleep in the meantime. It's always a good option. And we can see, how are we for fissile fuel up in here now? 188, still going up. Ever so slowly. Ether gas is running. How are we for oxygens? Not full, but... $134,000. Well, it's doing its thing. It is fast though. Alright, but while we wait though, we can go to Powerhouse. Inputting 5.4 million FE per tick. It's quite decent. I do like these ones. Ah, there we go. One of these. Then I can say I also want one of these, and I can put that back. So 45,000 FE per tick. Very nice. A spaceship. We need to finish build this thing. Also. Okay, so that's in production. Let's get a quick fluid grid. You're stuck on these, of course you are. Well, 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 look how the turntable is scheduled. 2,000. Jeez Louise. That's alright though. Hoobity hoobity hoop. More people in chat. Welcome, welcome. Buenos tardes. Did this some bitch freeze again? He did. Strange how he does that. Oh. Of course, this fool is stuck again. You stuck? No. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Faster! Right, we're gonna upgrade this. We need more slots, so we got this bad boy. Cool. Portable grid. Did I not pick up the fluid grid? Probably didn't. Okay. It's a bunch of stuff. So this is all done. That's all done. Crafting monitor. Cool. Did I not hold it long enough again? God. Make me a crafter. Make sure I hold it for like 2 hours. Okay, so that is green. So we're gonna need iron crafter. That was from extra storage again. Gold, diamond, and netherite. So 1 iron crafter, please. Is that all I needed? Oh no. You're not gonna fool me. Okay, so there's a couple of extra thanks. So all this is done, that is done, this is done, 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 done. Done, 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 done. Storage blocks. So 1K storage block. So all of this is done and done and done. So we are up in this thing. So in here we're gonna need a wireless transmitter. Boop. So there should be a range upgrade here. Cool. infinity range booster. Are all these full? Yes, I think so. Just looking for gaps. I'm very good at creating gaps. Then it's probably gonna be the dimension card next. Fast as hell. Cool. Wireless grid, wireless fluid grid, wireless crafting monitor, wireless crafting grid we have. Did I get that wireless crafting grid? I did. There we go. Now it's done. Oh, got myself a couple nether stars for that. Made it kind of worth it, I guess. The good part is we've done fully completed 3 quest things, so we can actually close storage. It's done. Do you need to click that? I do. And there's a whole lot of shit to collect. Oh. Conduit, dragon scales, we'll take that. Solium seed base. Some swabs and obtainium, well, we'll take that. Apples, yes, all good, all good. I will just stuff that in there. Okay, so that's a whole lot of good stuff. Do I need to make a fletching table? Really, really? Alright, we'll do that. Cool, I guess. Okay, so that's all done. Done, 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 done. Done. Done, done, done. Turtle egg. I can do this. Haha. Pretty smart. We haven't done the piglish yet, though. That's one heck of a ritual, I think it was. We needed some stuff. We might have it now. We know about that. Stabilized mob spawner, we're not gonna get to that. Pressurized spawner. Well, Powered spawner. Oh, really? Wow, okay. Fuck that. Wait, what did it say? Yeah, well. This is some crap for the long game. Do we now have enough? Let's turn our magnet off, please. So how are these looking? Okay, they are all slightly above half. Okay, that's one. So this should probably then be enough to make all four. It sure looks like it, so that should bring us just almost to half, but not quite, since we were slightly above. Great. Good stuff. Good stuff. Should be just enough. 4 ingots. This one is looking cool. Looking fine. One, two, three, four. Boop, boop. Terra steel, baby. So magnet off, yes. Bottom floor. Use. I don't think these needs like a garden closure or anything like that. Nope. Oh. Can I fly up here? So that's gonna give us Terra steel here. We're gonna put into there. It's gonna come into here. We'll make a recipe out of that. Apply. And we go to storage. Sure enough. And boom. Cool. This one is... Whew, these chests are mad. Let's see. Botania. So we have Terra steel. So then it's gonna want us make the Terra shatter. The armor. Truncator. Gonna be easy enough, all of that in Oh, right. Hold up. We're gonna need spring, summer. It's gonna be autumn, and this is gonna be winter, I guess. Yes. Crap. Right. Shit. Right, so Botania, Botania, where are all the runes? So we have summer. So we need spring, autumn, and winter. Air, earth, and this gives us summer. Okay, air and earth. Earth, air. So 2 sand, slime ball, and a melon. We said spreader. Now, if these 2 runes are consumed, I'm gonna be mad. They are not. It's only 1 for 1 though. Which means why don't you remember that? You dumb air and earth. Air, earth, 2 sand, slime, melon. This is the part of the game that sucks the most. Burp. Burp, 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 burp. Powered centrifuge, that'll be a thing. So I can come in here, can collect these bad boys, toss those in there, and it should do a thing. %30 chains. Let's do one more. But we need 9 of these to make a chunk, which is not as fun. Okay, so I'll put that away. So we'll take summer off the thing. So then we're gonna need water and fire. Water and fire. So, water, fire. 3 saplings and some wheat. Can I use these? We'll find out. We can. Sweet. All right. Ooh. Time. 2:42. And empty hand. So we can take that off the table. That comes over. We can take that off. We can take that off. That off. We'll keep that. I think we can take this off. We gotta keep that bucket of life. Take that off. We can take that off. All right, we're making good progress here, guys. I must say, okay, for autumn we need air and fire. Spider eye. Can we make leave? No. We cannot. We'll keep some. Let's see, put that away. That. That should be it. So that's the last one of those. Fire, air. 1, 2, 3, and 1. That is for autumn. One short for a chunk. So fire. Cool. Smiley face. Yeah. Are we having fun yet? We get combs and bottles. We're gonna get that into our storage, so we can have some kind of overflow protection on that one. Time, almost 3. Okay, while that runs, let's see if we can't do these guys. We're up to 700 already. This is fast. So to begin with, we're gonna need like some extra of these. Can we do just tarot? Yes, we can. Hey, so it's the pickaxe, it's the sword, and the axe. That's gonna require a tablet. There is the sword, and there was an axe. Truncator. Okay, so those are done. Okay, so let's see, that's autumn, and winter is cake. Any wool, that's fine. But cake? God damn it. Frick. Okay. Cake. We're gonna have to make a recipe for that. We'll make this recipe. We'll make that recipe. Right, almost in the box. We can put that away. Okay, I mean, why? So we have the cake and the wool, and we're gonna need snow blocks. Times 2. So that's gonna be 16. 8 cake. 8 wool. So 8 cake, 8 wool, 16 of that, and earth and water. So cake, wool, 2 snow, earth, and water. Wow. It's the process. Cool. Okay, so cake, wool, snow, earth, and water. Cool. Kill. Like a boss. Faster. Yeah, we're only pulling from that one pool. Because we can't. No, we just change directions for that. That's okay. I suppose. Yeah. It's like, not fast, but it's okay. And we need to fix this also. 'Cause that's not nice. Alright, so we can press Y and we can go back to @Botania. ER, please. God damn it. And we're gonna want a Terra Steel helmet. Boom. Ooh. Chest plate. Boom. Y, and let's see, pantalones and the boats. That's not boots, these are the boots. Will of the Ancients. 20% less mana cost on mana tools and rods. Regen even if hunger isn't topped off. Passive mana generation on mana tablets. I can see my pants though. Damn. Passive mana generation on tablets. Does that also count for the band of mana? Yes, it does. Maybe. Oh, let's get back into the swang of things. Cool. Oh, draconic combs? Yeah, that goes in here. That goes up, that goes up, that goes up. These were nice. Cool, what's next? Flattening the land, we don't gonna want that. Greater band of aura. Alright, that's easy. Let me grab this and that. Press U. Can I? No. Okay, greater band of aura, that's easy. Greater band of mana should be the same, he says. Okay, that goes away. I'm gonna need one. So that's done. Is that no reward? God damn it. Well, it was a bit easy. Optional. These are done. All of these are optional. We don't care. Yeah. Optional. And then we need to open the portal to Alfheim. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna need my little snippet of the portal. I know how to build it. I never quite remember what goes into it. 8x living wood, so we have 3 glimmering and 1 core. Core. Oh, we want 8 living wood. We can do that, It's not only much we're gonna want from this thing either, something like that. Botania, we're gonna need 2 mana pools. Cool. And we're gonna need 2 natural pollen. Yeah, that's gonna require a whole little thing, so we need to go to the rocket ship. So we say we want this recipe, which requires this recipe. Should have a couple of mana diamonds in here, so we should be cool. And we'll just put one here, put one there. And we're just gonna let this run for a while. So to create, start with the frame, and we're done. That's this thing. So frame, you'll need to open up by using these 2 mana pools, a huge amount of mana, and natural pylons over the 2 pools. These mana pools can be within that, so they are close enough. When we want to activate it, we right click the element core, that's this block here, with R1 to activate. Cool. Let's say pixie dust is mana pearl. Oh, not enough. Should be fine. Well, we'll leave it be for a bit. That's gonna get us into elementium. Which we're only gonna need 4 of. Okay, now I'm losing my nuts. Because there was... Ah, there it is, Elven Trade. So 2 mana steel ingots is 1 elementium. And we need 4 to make the seed. Yes. Okay. It's slowly increasing. It's slow as hell. That's fine. Don't have resources for that yet. Okay. Rune of Asgard. Okay, that's changed. Rod of the Bifrosts. Okay, so that's also gonna need some stuff. And the only way to get pixie dust. Okay. Is to whack a pixie. So that's gonna be mana pearls. So this basically needs to be on hold for a while. Let's grab ourselves a chest. We'll put that down here for this stuff. It's a couple of extra routes we're gonna have to make eventually, but we'll just leave that here for now. Just to craft for us mana. Looking good. All right. Anything else we can like get into? Well, it's gonna be a lot of this stuff though. Yeah, that's those two. We have all of this. We have that. FX, the best of the best. We have this. We need a gem cutting table. That's gonna be needed. So that's that. Then we need to probably come over here and slate. We have all the deep slate. Cool. Yeah, sure. How much of the magic dust do we have? 197. That's not a lot. And we need a bunch. First, I need a quick toilet break. BRBs. Alright. So let's start with... Well, we were doing sigils, I forgot. It's a sigil of socketing. It's quite expensive though, but especially the gem dust. Removes all sockets. We're probably never gonna use that, but we're gonna make some anyway. Rebirth. Used to fuel the thing. Again, this stuff. That's fueling the augmentation table. And unnaming. Again, we can just stack these basically in the same thingamajig. That's the professional term for this. Boom. And then we need this best augmenting table. Aug this. That's gonna require another table, but that's fine. It's done. We've done 4 chapters. That's not too shabby, methinks. That's quite nice. Chronicle of Shadows. I might have to read that. We can put these away though. We'll put the tables away. We'll keep the gems. Yeah, we'll keep it. Put the gems in there. Put the book away. Gem. The rest is stuff. So let us think a little bit, at least. Let's start with the Warlord. Do we have more Warlord? We have cracked, chipped. So cracked. You know what? Let's grab this and just put that down here for now. So 2 cracked, some fabric and dust. Okay, that goes to chipped. So cracked to chipped, and 2 chipped goes to flawed. And flawed goes to gem, and this is the order of things. So there we have that. What else do we like to have? Let's see. Gem of the Mage Slayer. Heavy weapons, helmets and shields, swords and tridents. So we have heavy weapons is protection shred. Helmets ignore 15% of magic damage and heal for the same one. So we kind of would like to have one of these in our helmets. We don't have much of it though, but also a bunch of these can probably be converted to the magic dust that we need. Right, what else do we have? This gives stats. That's very nice. Anything else? Flawed gem. That's the 3rd. So let's do tyrannical gem. 15% HP damage. We like that. Flawless. Okay, that's a small red one. That's the flawed. Should have more of these. Cracked is the worst and chipped is the next. Then comes the perfect, of which we have none of that one. Another important one is this. The splendor. We like the splendor. Did not have many of that. Oh, here is more. There's some cracked and some chipped. Am I missing something now? And then we have this, also very important. We have some flawless also. Very nice. And flawed. Perfect. These are awesome. Imagine +3 levels to fortune. Whee! That is very nice. What is this? Ender Surge. That's a good one. Ender Surge is awesome. Okay, we're gonna have to move some stuff upwards here a little bit. So let's do solar, cracked solar, chipped solar, solar and flawless, more chipped and flawed. Cool. Combatant, flawless, so the combatant, chipped, cracked, flawed. Breach, all right, breach can be next, that's fine by me. Chipped, cracked, flawed. Samurai. Samurai is also a very nice one. Chipped and the cracked and the gem. There's a bunch of these guys. Oh wait, flawed, that goes there. Lunar. Cold damage. That goes one over. It's not perfect. Almost messed that up. Slipstream. These we don't need much of. We're gonna want some just to get the dodge chance. And we could add also draw speed on our bow eventually. And one that will be quite important is going to be the ballast. So let's see, flawed ballast, flawless, cracked, chipped and ballast, very nice. What's this? Lightning gem. Did we not add that? No. Chipped. This one is also something that's gonna be would be nice to have eventually, but we're not there. Guardians, lifesteal, that's very sweet. Ooh, the flawless, cracked, chipped stuff. And what's this? Brawler. Ooh, max health. We like that. We can put that here. Chipped, flawless, and flawed. Job well done, I would say. We will have a perfect one. %40 crit damage. We're gonna make ourselves a killer axe eventually. Next step though, or yeah, okay, that's for that thing, and that's for that thing. Wait, I need a bit more than that though. Should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 8. Yeah, we should be good. Should be good. Just want to empty these 2 out so we can use them for something else. Shouldn't take long. Time 3:22, 7:30. Cool. Okay, so this is done. What was I thinking? That's what I was thinking. So all of these should now have a spot. And we should be able to fit 1,000 in each slot. That means we can save one of these. So what is this now? Looting 8, scavenger 3. Scavenger 3. Oh shit. Game fucking wrecked me, that's what it did. Again, game fucked me. Holy fucking shit. So we had, from our little starter island, we had like our own little mob grinding thing. I'm very curious as to whether or not I should do that again. Like make a new one. Just to grind stuff when we're online. I think we should do that. I think we'll just build it from here. It's going to be like an AFK thingy for me. So we'll keep it close to the bees. And it's going to be temporary again. And I have to whack it myself also in order to get the stuff that I want and need. So we'll just do something like that. Probably be fine. And off of this we will make ourselves a... Let's just have our wand. So we'll have our... That, I'm gonna need some slabs. Like that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Waka! That'll be stupid. That's what it's gonna be. That's gonna be fine. So that's 2. 10, 15, 22. And let's we're not gonna go this way. We'll basically make it something stupid. A few lag spikes here and there. Oh crap. Yeah, same thing here. Okay. So, not always the brightest. Not afraid to admit it. Right. Cool. So this should generate a bunch of mobs, probably. So let's see. We'll do this. Looks good. Okay, so let's just think a bit. Not sure if this is gonna do anything or not. You know what? Screw it. We'll give it a test run kind of deal. Sorry. So a bunch of these guys. Oops. So things spawn on these plates, in case you were wondering. And we kind of want vanilla mobs to spawn. I really should have made a building gadget, but alright, let's try that, and we'll give it, so 1, 2, 3, let's make it 4, because why not? That's also gonna probably give us Enderman. Sounds like a good idea. Hello, Spicy. Shit. This is rough, yo. And you know what? Screw this. It's called torches. I have none. Break stuff later if we need to. Cool. And we don't want nothing to spawn right here. All of this should be safe, but let's add a couple anyway for our protection. Guess you never know. Magnet off, damn it. So they are filled up. Put that away. Well, I have a ton of mobs over here probably. Sounds nasty. No, no, you don't. Oh wait, I need the void thing. I need this thing. If I turn my magnet off, this dude should suck up everything. So let's just put everything in here. We'll add that. So I'm going to go to the void settings. Void any. Let's match mod. And we'll have anything Minecraft is going to be voided. We don't care. Reliquary is going to go. Mystical agriculture is going to go. Coral tombstone, we don't care. Forcecraft, go. It's gonna take ender pearls, doesn't matter. Cool. We'll void abilities also. We don't need it. And let's go. So we're gonna want some tables again. We want a salvaging table. And let's see, we want some pipes. We're gonna want some pipe upgrades. And let's see. Now the thing here is, let's take another backpack. Let's just put that here. Let's do that. We don't need mechanism tools in here. That's going to just make a mess also. So let's try this. So we'll do extract, we'll insert that, we'll say nearest first. And where's my thing? Here it is, my little cheat sheet. So we will add common, uncommon, Rare. Epic. And mythic. Submit. Beautiful. Now, if anything of that comes through, will you, let's just get some chests. I'm gonna put it in here. Cool. And we need F3 and the letter H. We need tooltips. So here we have Apotheosis Gem. Gem. So if I go here and do this, we're gonna need another one of these. And I do this, add hashtag no. Am I spelling this wrong? No? No. Let's see, is this gonna give us our gems? Could. Oh. Let's just try. No. He didn't do that. Let's just try this then. Okay, so that works. Cool. And if I then do this with the rest, that's going to give us this stuff. So since this is slow, this one should be able to grab all the gems. Can I get in here now? I'm gonna break this. Magnet off, please. So this is basically my life at the moment. And the question, the rate at which they spawn is at best questionable, I think is the word. But we are getting this stuff, that stuff, and the fabric, which is the 3 main ingredients we kind of need from this farm, along with more gems, of course. But this is basically chipped and cracked gems. We get some flawed, yeah, occasional flawless and gem off, but it's mostly chipped, cracked, and flawed gems we get from this thing. Could do no void any. We're not gonna keep the overflow. So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna end the Minecraft here. It's gonna increase my alignment again. But yeah, this is my life now. Whacking stuff, collecting fabric, scrap metal, and well, this is the recipe they come in. Gray, green, blue. Not sure if my kind of like proximity to this matters. What we should do is probably fill the whole thing with cursed, dreadful dirt, I mean. But yeah, that's it for Minecraft. Quick breaky, and it's gonna be some Valorant next. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.